So, after rewatching the Mario movie trailers about several times now, I couldn't help but notice the fact that they seem to be locking this movie up real good for some reason. And by that, I mean the fact that we are barely getting much info on it, and Nintendo or Illumination aren't talking about it as much as they should. And I guess it's kind of understandable because they're probably trying to not spoil much with the movie, but still, they're not making much of a big deal as they should be. I mean, with the amount of times this movie has been rumored over the years, not really rumored because it has been confirmed that Miyamoto was working with Illumination to make a Mario movie, but I feel people are not understanding that this is like the very first time we're actually seeing like footage. And of course with the other trailer that we've seen last month, but with all the rumors and stuff, we're actually finally seeing the thing that we've been hearing about all those past few years. Yep, this is pretty much a repeat of last year and the beginning of this year, where last year they showed us the voice cast, and that's it. And the beginning of this year, they didn't really talk much, except for the fact that the movie was being delayed, which was just completely out of nowhere. Which was totally not predictable at all. Speaking of the voice cast, we barely heard much of Mario and Donkey Kong in the trailer. And it's weird because these two are kind of the main characters of this film. Especially Mario, his name is literally on the logo. Yeah, we did hear Mario talk at times in the movie, but I don't think we heard Donkey Kong's voice at all. Not sure why they're being very stingy, because we already know these characters are going to sound very weird in the film, so there's no point in hiding it, Nintendo. Or Illumination. And even so, there is one specific character that we had no idea was going to be in the movie to begin with, that we have not seen in any of the trailers at all, and that is Spike. Yes, the character that did not appear in many of the modern Mario games and only appeared in one, which was Wrecking Crew on the NES. Still have no idea why they decided to put him in here, but we better get some answers sooner or later. And to this day, we have no idea why they decided to give these characters these voice actors. But once again, no offense to the actors themselves, I'm sure they're fine, but they're definitely not the best choice for all these iconic, lovable characters. If you're going to have them in the movie, you might as well just have them in their original voice actors and not just random people that never voiced them in the series at all. I can't say that other word on this video, but I'll just say, curse you, Hollywood. Still not over the fact that this dude is playing as Mario. Also, we didn't really get much of a word on the main plot of the movie itself. I'm sure they're gonna go for the whole origin story thing, where it shows how Mario ended up getting here in the Mushroom Kingdom, and of course, him stopping Bowser. But we didn't really, get much of how things were gonna work in the movie. Seeing everything in the trailer, it kind of looked a lot, but I don't know. They could have given us, a bit more detail. Another thing to note is the amount of Kongs we see in the movie. There's of course Donkey Kong, we see Funky Kong, and I think Diddy Kong is actually here in this scene where they're all driving in the carts on the Rainbow Road. We even see Cranky Kong in this scene. And like I said before, if they're going for the whole origin story thing again, they should at least try to make it more original. Just have fun with it and try to make it more original as possible. That's how I love these kind of things. Also, just a small question, does Peach actually end up getting captured in this movie? Because I feel that's not really going to be the case here, but that's of course far from a bad thing, but it's just so weird that Peach finally has a backbone for once. And before you guys tell me, yes, I know she stood up for herself in games like Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario 3D World, Super Paper Mario, and of course Super Princess. But I never thought she would intend to do that for this movie. I really like this new direction Nintendo is going for her. So it seems like they're not going for the whole Peach gets captured and Mario saves her thing in this movie, which is a nice breath of fresh air. Seems like Luigi's going to be the one who gets captured here. And she probably will get captured in this movie, but probably during the end where she really needs Mario's help or something. I just hope it only goes to a certain extent. And we could possibly get a new trailer for the movie in the Game Awards, which is always a pleasure. So yeah, I feel they're not really giving as much information on this movie as they should be. That's my overall thoughts. I mean, we're not like super far away from the movie. We're probably like 4 months away because it comes out in April of next year, obviously. Guess we just have to rely on leaks for now. But until then, feel free to let me know what you guys think of the movie in the comments.